So now you're ready to start actually getting achievements created for your channel there. So after you've gone through the whole process of actually signing up to start a channel and then going through the whole email exchange and getting your little access email that says, hey, you've been approved, and clicking on that guy, and then coming back to your home screen, you'll see this guy that's kind of like this right here. We're just using my wife's account just to kind of show as an example and kind of walk through it, just because she hasn't gone through the whole process of actually setting up a channel. So it was a perfect opportunity for me to use that. You may not have an actual channel here joined up on yet. That's perfectly okay. This is not anything to do with you actually starting your own channel. This is just you keeping track of your own achievements through other people's channels there, which I'll explain in a different video altogether with actually using the system from a viewer's perspective. But for what you care about for this video is actually finding out, how do I actually start creating achievements for my own community to start earning there. So if you come on up into your little menu here, you'll notice that you now have a dashboard button instead of the start channel or the little prompt that says, hey, we're approving your channel or looking through it or go check your email. You'll now have a little button right here it'll say dashboard. So this is going to be your main focus on your channel and where you're going to spend most of your time getting things set up here. So we go ahead and we go into the dashboard, and you're going to be met with a very basic standard setup of a dashboard here. So a couple of sections that you have in your little general area. You got your basic info. This is just kind of letting you know what currently is stored in from Twitch, since obviously you've loaded up the system via Twitch, so you've actually signed up via Twitch there. So it shows what your current Twitch name is and your current channel logo based on what our system knows about. If you come in here and you see that your logo is not loaded up, maybe you've gone into Twitch and you've actually changed your logo from their side, you can actually go into your profile there and resync your channel, and it should actually pick this guy back up, and it would actually show whatever your latest one is. Channel customization, this is just showing your icons for right now. This is going to be extendable in the event that we need to add any more channel specific configurations that need to be handled. For right now, all you got to worry about is your default icons and your hidden icons here. Essentially, these are the icons that will be used for your achievements. They'll be visible whenever an achievement pops up on your stream if you decide to use the alert there, or the alert overlay. Or in your channel, when you actually list out all your achievements there in your channel, whenever your community is actually coming in and looking at your channel there, these will be the guys that will be used for every one of your achievements there. So you can click through these guys, you can choose which one that you want to actually have, and then just make sure that you come down and save at the very end there. Obviously, if you have one that's selected that's not already updated, it'll ask you to save down at the bottom there. So we'll just leave this how it is at the basic standard default, and then the standard hidden achievement icon. You can obviously add your own icons and everything whenever you upgrade to Stream Achievements Gold, if that's something that you want to actually pursue there. It allows you to actually upload your own custom icons to have for your defaults, both hidden and just default icons. And then coming down into your alert configuration, this is where you're going to configure the overlay that would actually load up on OBS or Streamlabs OBS or whatever program that you're using to host your stream through. Me personally, I use OBS, so I just have a browser scene that I go and I create and add into my scenes there, and then all you have to do for this overlay URL, this is unique to every single person there. You don't want to share this with anybody because obviously they could possibly put it on their channel, and then of course you'd be having your alerts popping up with somebody else's channel. This is something that exists today even with Streamlabs and Stream Elements and all that. So just keep this guy secure. You don't want to share it with anybody there. All you gotta do is just go ahead and click that button there, the little copy button, and then you'll be able to go and paste it inside of your Streamlabs OBS as a browser overlay there. And then what you're going to want to do whenever you go through that whole process is make sure that you set it to the maximum resolution of your stream. So me personally, I have a 1980 by or 1920 by 1080 resolution. So you set your window to be, or that browser source to be that big. That way you can kind of adjust and change the size of the actual achievement there to whatever size that you want it to be. You just got to play around with it and test it. That's why I give this handy little send test alert button here that'll allow you to click on it and pop it up on the stream, and it makes it easier for you to see just how it's going to show up whenever you're actually streaming there. So just to kind of touch base on each of these little bits here. Alert and chat, this is a little toggle on and off. This will basically say, do you want the bot to actually say something in your chat, like saying, hey, so-and-so, you have just earned this achievement or whatever, like that, and it'll say like the actual achievement name there. This is a basic way that just like by default it's turned on. That way if anybody earns an achievement, it'll actually pop up in the chat. It's really good for those that are kind of just watching in the background, or maybe they can't have the actual video running, but they listen and they see the chat running there. This allows them to actually see that they're earning achievements, even though they can't visually see it pop up on the screen there. Then the enter and exit animation. So there's a plenty good set of different types of animations that you can use for entering and exiting. So you can just try out each and every one of those just to play around with. We just default to zoom in and zoom out so you just see how that looks, and then you can play around with it as you want to. And then there's a set of preloaded sound effects here that were made specifically for our system. So you can pick and choose each one of these. You can see just what they sound like. The basic default is that guy right there. And then you can come on through, you can test each and every one to see which one it is that you prefer to have. And then you go based off of that, whichever way that you want to go with that route there. So coming on in with your last sets here, you have your alert volume. So the volume that you just heard from your alert there, you can adjust that just by sliding this guy up and down. How long you want your alert to actually show on the screen, and then the actual delay from the moment that you earn an achievement and then when the alert will actually pop up on the stream itself. So you can actually set that delay on there. It's a nice way to not have like your stream constantly being bombarded stream or achievement after achievement after achievement. You can add a delay in between each achievement that pops up there to make it a little bit less spammy. So those are all your little options that you can choose from your general section there. The main meat of everything that you're going to be wanting is your achievement section, obviously. So this is the whole point of the system, is to actually have achievements that you can offer your community there. So you're going to come on in, and of course you're going to start off with no achievements, obviously. So you will have a nice big button here that you can click to add your first achievement. So let's just go on in and pop onto this guy and kind of just poke through and see exactly what it looks like. So going through here, it's just a basic standard create achievement page here. There'll be a little tutorials button if there's anything specific that I need to put inside of there for the tutorials. There's a tutorial already up in there for the custom achievements and the whole gold side of actually creating achievements there. All the benefits you get from Streamlabs Gold, you'll find a video in there. That way you can kind of see just exactly what you get through that whole system. But just to start off, kind of touching base on each and every one of these sections here, you have the achievement preview. So this is exactly what your achievement is going to look like whenever you go to put this guy in and actually save it. This is what your community is going to see there via your page, and then also what pops up on stream as well. It's going to be something very similar to this. There is thoughts in the future of possibly being able to configure this to make it look a little bit different, a little bit more unique for each channel, but as for right now, as we're in the early stages, this is what you're going to have pop up on your stream there, something kind of similar to this. This little bit here, this preview, will actually live update as you're going through. So say we want to go and create an achievement for becoming a sub. So subbing for the first time. So you can see that it's actually live updating as I'm typing out the title of my achievement there. So you can kind of just see as you go what it's going to actually look like there, in case you see the way it looks. If you're doing this on mobile, you'll be able to see like how it'll look on a mobile screen as well, so you can decide just how long you want to make the title there as well. So you definitely want to have a title for your achievement there. You want to put a description as well, because that kind of is your opportunity to explain to your community just how they're going to earn their achievement. So obviously for subbing for the first time, you're going to say became a sub to my channel, or something along those lines there. You word it the way that you want it to be. There are 3 little checkboxes that you'll see down here for configuration for this specific achievement. You can toggle whether it's earnable or not. So going on through, if there's any given time you need to turn an achievement off for whatever reason, or maybe you wanted to only provide a certain achievement for a limited amount of time, like, hey, I'm offering an achievement for a specific charity or something along those lines there. Then you can toggle these guys on and off. That way the achievement still exists, but then nobody will be able to earn it in the future. It's like a unique type of achievement there. So you can toggle this guy on and off just by checking that guy. Limited time, this is a way for you just to kind of denote to your community that, hey, this achievement won't be around for a long time there. Whenever you click on this guy and you see this on your channel, you'll see a little time clock off to the side. It's not like a timer counting down or anything. It just shows a little symbol that just says, hey, this is a timed achievement. It won't be around forever. There's some feedback about maybe providing providing like how long it's going to be around. So that possibly may come in the future that we'll be able to add on with this whole limited time feature. But just for right now, it's just a visual representation to let your community know. And then finally, our secret checkbox here. This is the way that you have your achievement show up as an actual secret. So whenever you go and look at it on your channel, it'll all be question marks as far as the title, question marks as far as the description, and then the icon that shows will be the hidden icon, whatever you have it configured as, whether it's the default, or if you're part of Stream Achievements Gold, it'll be the whatever achievement or whatever image that you decide to upload as your hidden one. So that kind of covers our achievement info section. Moving down into our condition, this is where you actually choose how this type of achievement is going to be awarded there. So there are 4 different types of achievements that you can choose from, and then there is the custom one at the very end here that you'll be able to see that's marked with the gold there. So whenever you become a Stream Achievements Gold member, you'll be able to unlock it to be open to everybody. But starting off with just this one here, since we're obviously doing an achievement for my very first sub, I'm going to go ahead and choose new sub. So whenever I click on new sub, that's basically it. There's nothing more that's needed from the bot's perspective. It knows exactly how to award this guy because it knows that whenever somebody subs for the very first time to your channel, it's going to give that achievement to them with no issues there. So that would be all that you need to do. You'd come on in, you'd hit the save button here, and then voila, you come on over back to your dashboard. You can see that your achievement's all set up and ready to go. And then you can see the title, the description that you put, and then there's a little menu that pops off to the side here. It's worth mentioning what these things are. It slides on out a little drawer here. The very first option here off to the right, coming from right to left, is going to be the way that you edit that achievement. So you can go back and actually edit it and change it if you need to make any adjustments to it, the title, the images, whatever it is that you need to mess around with. And then there is the awarding achievement manually, which I can get back into here shortly. So let's say we want to go in and add a new achievement. So obviously my button is gone. So I don't have my button to add any more achievements. Well, where do I go? We have a little action button that's up here. So you can click on that guy, drop it down, and then there's the create and reorder. Obviously reordering doesn't do anything because there is not only one achievement. There's no way to reorder one achievement there. It's always going to be at the top. But let's go ahead and let's create a second one here just to kind of test it out. So let's say let's say 3 months resub. So this is going to be an achievement that we give for somebody that's been subbed for 3 months there. So we can say you have been subbed for 3 months. So of course, I mean, it's very dry and everything, but you spruce it up the way that you want to. You can give little fancy names. Well, that's what I do for my own channel. I actually come up with little quirky things about the actual sub itself, and then you can choose exactly what you want that to be. So now you'll come on in, you see this is a resub. Well, there is the second type that's the actual resub. There's something wrong with my computer. It doesn't want to let me actually choose what I want there. So you're going to click the actual resub here. So resub is going to ask for one more bit of information. So it's going to ask you exactly how many months do you want this to be triggered off for. So obviously here we want it for 3 months. You can do it for 2, you can do it for 4, you can do it for 5, however many that you want to actually do it for. We're going to say for 3. So after somebody hits a 3-month resub altogether, so this isn't built off of streaks, if there's enough desire to actually add in the streak achievement for people actually keeping a streak going, which I know there's some folks that really do enjoy that, I'll gladly add that in there. I just need to have the feedback and the desire to do so. But for right now, it's just for all together being subbed to the channel. So we put on in a 3 inside of here. That's all it really needs. And then you can come on in, you can click the save button, and then boom, you have your next achievement created there for the 3-month resub, and you've been subbed for 3 months. Going on in, let's go ahead and just create one more just to kind of tap through all the different kinds. Let's go for the gifted sub. So happy present, sure, why not? And then say you have gifted a sub to my channel. So we're gonna come on in, we're gonna choose the gifted sub option here. So we come on down to gifted sub, and it's gonna ask for number of gifted subs. So you can decide to create an achievement for just one single one. You can decide to do it for 5, 10, 15, 20, go so on and so forth. However many that you want to create there, you just come on in and keep creating gifted sub achievements, and then you set what the criteria is. Then we're just gonna say 1. It defaults to 1 if you don't actually provide anything, or you can actually type in a 1 in here. Either way, it's going to be that way. Otherwise, you could provide however many numbers that you want there. And then you go ahead and you hit save, and then you have your happy present here. So far we have 3 achievements. You can come on in. Of course, you can edit each and every one of these guys that you want to, obviously one at a time. So if I came in and actually clicked on this edit button here, you'll see it populates everything back up for this achievement. And then also this is where you come on in to actually delete your achievement by clicking on that little trash can there. It'll prompt you to say if you want to actually delete that achievement or not, just to make sure that you didn't accidentally like slip and click on it and then, oh no, my achievement's gone. We want to make sure we add in that extra little layer there. Also, you come on in and you can actually click this button now. You can say reorder, and then by reordering, it allows you'll see this little dotted line that pops up around it. You'll see it changes the way that it looks just a little bit. We'll make it just quick and easy for you just to kind of drag these guys around. Maybe you create a whole bunch of different achievements and you're like, well, I don't really like the way that they're ordered out there. Well, you can come on in, you can just move these around the way that you want them to be. Let's put our subbing on there first. Let's have our resub right after it, and then we'll have our happy present right at the end. And then come on in and just click that save button, and then you're good to go. It'll actually save that in that order there, and then you're ready to have that actually showing for your community. And all these updates that you make are alive to your community there. So the moment that you make them, if somebody's looking on their page there and they refresh, they'll see everything live automatically. So there is no need to do any sort of like crazy updates or anything. It's all fast and easy. As far as the images panel here, this is really only going to be used for whenever you're a Stream Achievements Gold member. I am considering actually just kind of hiding this little bit here altogether, unless you are actually a Stream Achievements Gold member, which there's a lot of information on that. I can show that to you here shortly. And then the ranking system, which is currently being worked as of the time that I'm actually recording this video here. We're currently working on the system to add in ranking for the your entire community there. You'll see like your entire members list actually populate in here, so this is a kind of good way to see exactly who is a part of your channel as any given time that you're running on through and using the system here. It'll give you a good opportunity to see who's a part of this channel here. One last thing I wanted to show off is the awarding the achievement manually. So when you come on in here, you have to actually have members that have joined in on your channel, which obviously I can you'll see that in a previous video there, where you actually go to join in on a channel and become a part of somebody's channel. You'll be able to search for that member through this award achievement here, and this is a way for you to manually award achievements to somebody if they've earned something through there. So if you have an achievement, let's say somebody came in and spammed 100 of your emotes or something along those lines, something quirky about you or your channel or something along those lines there, you can come on in and actually award an achievement manually. Or if for some reason somebody has like should have earned an achievement and they don't have it yet and you want to actually give it to them, you could always go on in and just gift that achievement manually to them as well, just by doing that little button right there. So that's a quick and easy way. Now it's worth mentioning, as you go through and add this to your channel there and you start creating these achievements, obviously you're going to have some people, maybe you're brand new to the channel or to streaming altogether. This is the first time you're starting your channel. I mean, great, welcome into to streaming on Twitch and everything. It's going to be a really cool system for you to grow with. But maybe you are a veteran streamer that's already been around for quite some time, and you have people that have already been subbing to your channels. They've been subbed for 6 months or a year or 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And then you go and you add these achievements here, and it's like, well, obviously they're not going to hit 3 months. So what's going to happen? Well, it's built into the system that when the very first time that they get a subbed achievement, so whether it's them resubbing or being gifted a sub or something along those lines there, my system will actually go through and try to backfill all the achievements that they may have earned. So let's say you had the subbing for the first time 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year, as for an example there. If they came on in and they subbed for 15 months, like a 15-month resub, it's going to find the closest achievement to that 15 months there. If you only had up to a year, which would have been 12 months, it'll find that achievement, it'll award that achievement on your stream, but then behind the scenes, it will go back in and it'll say, okay, well then you should have had the 9-month, the 6-month, the 3-month, and then becoming your sub for the very first time. So actually pre-fill all of those achievements for that person and give them all to them behind the scenes there. They'll get a little notification saying that they earned all those achievements and their little pop-up that's up here, and that will all be caught up for them. And then of course moving forward, anything else they will just have to earn as they go on. So you just kind of have to work with the achievements there, and if you run into any like kind of weirdness or like, oh, like it would be kind of nice to be able to automatically award and backfill all these other things as well, you can easily just pop into the Discord to actually give that feedback there, which I have a handy little link down here for you to be able to join the Discord at any given time. You can just click on that little guy right down here, and it'll take you on over to the Stream Achievements Discord. That should be all that you need to know about the dashboard here. So like I said, that's going to be where the majority of your time is spent as a content creator, as a streamer that's offering achievements to your system here. You'll be able to, like I said, take care of creating your achievements through the system here, and then through your general panel, taking care of what images you have showing and your alert configuration to be able to add this guy on your OBS or Streamlabs OBS, whichever it is. Always remember to, whenever you go to add this guy in here, to click the little checkbox buttons that says to refresh it every single time that the scene comes live, and then shut it down whenever the scene is not active. That helps keep your scene cleaned up there, and you're not having a random rogue overlay running in the background there. That goes for any type of overlay, not even just Streamlabs, but Stream Achievements, but Streamlabs, Stream Elements, so on and so forth. It's just a way to make sure that you're not using up all your resources there. Soon there will be also another button. I'm currently working on it right now as we speak. It'll be a moderators button, so you'll be able to manually add in who you would like people to create achievements on your behalf. So maybe you have a really trusted mod that you trust to come on in and actually manage your achievements for you while you're streaming. You'll be able to do that as well. There's a lot of cool features that are currently being worked on. Again, you can join in on the Discord. I keep people up to date as much as I possibly can through Discord there, just to let you know what new features are coming. It allows you to actually request new features there to see what I can work on, just so on and so forth. So it's a good place for you to keep that communication going, which again, you can find that link down at the bottom. One final thing to talk about would be the Stream Achievements Gold. You'll see this pop up every once in a while inside of some of the UI there, little clickable links and everything. It's going to send you on over to this information. This is the paid version of this site here, so it gives you a couple of extra features that you can work based off of. The kind of bread and butter of Stream Achievements is being able to give chat-based achievements. So whatever you want to key off of inside of your channel there, whether it's currency, whether it's a mini game, whether it's people spamming stuff, whatever it is that you want to key off of, it's very customizable for the way that you can allow people to earn achievements just based off of your channel's normal workings there. Also, the custom hidden and default icons. So as I showed you, being able to choose your icons there, you'll be able to upload an icon for each and every achievement, so you can really populate up your channel with achievements that are kind of like radiating your theme, your channel's brand. You can really like jump in there, and if you want an example, you can come on over to my channel, which is just Fire Hero, and I can show that to you here in a second as well. And then channel themes and the icon gallery, those are both in the works as well, coming soon as nice features there. And then of course sneak peeks for the new features that are coming on in, and I allow you to kind of vote on what the next priority is. So you kind of get a little bit of a leg in as far as driving Stream Achievements to the direction that you feel that would be a really good spot there. And then just a quick little information about all that and where to actually join up on Stream Achievements Gold, which you can find that inside of your profile. We run everything through Patreon, so you just link up your Patreon account there, and that'll be a way to go as far as setting that up. And just to give you a little hint at what that looks like, my channel obviously is set up to use the custom stuff, so you can see I have branding as far as that matches my own channel's brand there, colors, shapes, everything. And then as far as the icons themselves, which I had created all myself, you'll be able to see all the different icons kind of radiating through my own channel there, all the different types of custom achievements that I've created to go along with my channel. So it's a way for you to actually explore and do that. So if you want to show the support to the system altogether, it helps keeps the system running in the background there, and allow us to actually keep this in the hands of all the streamers and offer this really awesome like system to people. That would be one way of going about actually doing that, is signing up for the gold system there. But hopefully this video was really useful as far as getting your channel up to date and getting started there and creating your first achievements, and then hopefully your communities will find it really awesome. So feel free again to leave a comment below, or to be able to go on into the Discord if you want to have a few questions, or have any bugs or issues that you need to handle, or if you have any features that you want to actually suggest there, feel free to hop on into the Discord, and I'll see you around.